something you connected with. And if you connected with it, then just share, hey, this is what I took away from the call. Hey, this is what I thought was interesting, and just share some feedback to the speaker. And that's kind of how we do things tonight. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and open up with prayer. Father, we thank you for this call tonight. We thank you for the Force of One. We thank you for those that are on the call tonight. We ask you to lift the speaker up tonight, Lord, and stand your spirit up in him and let him speak truth to power and share his experience so that someone may connect with it tonight in their own way. Someone may be inspired. Someone may be encouraged. And Lord, we just thank you again for every voice that's represented tonight, everyone that thought it not robbery to chime on this call, whether that's to support or whether that's to learn and grow. Lord, we just ask your blessings in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So, first of all, my name is Brother Lowe. Go by Colonel Hodges, but I'm just one of the facilitators on the call. Uncle Frank Marshall, I call him Dr. Frank Marshall. He's our senior facilitator. He's the creator of this call. And we're just excited that God put it on his heart to create such a powerful platform because he believes that every man is powerful. And so basically we are a collective group of dedicated, determined, and disciplined men looking to make an impact in our communities, in our businesses, in our world. And that's what the Force of One is. That's what it's all about. It's about, responsibility. Frank had a vision of that he wanted to revitalize and restore and renew men into the leaders. And if we did that, then he believed we can renew our communities and our country and our world because God placed men in the head of the houses. And if we take our rightful place, then the rest of the world will align with, what it's supposed to. So one of the purposes of this call is to create a platform where we can share some principles like character development, entrepreneurship, real estate ownership, science and technology innovations, financial literacy, wealth creation, public speaking, and health and wellness. So we believe if we give our young African-American men and ladies, specifically men, we started out targeting young men. Now we've opened the call up to young ladies. But we believed if we create a platform to them, we will give them the exposure that they need to develop those skill sets. And so we're excited to have our participants rotate on Monday nights to share their growth and share their experiences so we can prepare them for those opportunities that's awaiting them in the future. So with that said, that's kind of the purpose behind the call. And what I want to do right now is I want to transition to the introduction of our speaker. Our speaker tonight is one of our youngest speakers on the call, and I'm excited about Jordan. Jordan has been Mr. Consistency. That's my nickname for Jordan because he's been as consistent as they get, and he's one of the youngest guys on the call. And when you got a young guy being consistent, that's a good sign. That's an amazing sign of growth. So I'm going to see if his grandfather is on the night right now. And Daryl, if you're on the call, just hit.
I'm on the call.
Outstanding. How you doing, sir?
I'm just doing fine. Yourself?
Hey, great, man. I can't wait to get back to Augusta to see you, man. You make a good steak.
Okay. We enjoy having you.
Hey, I appreciate it. And, man, your grandson, I don't have to tell you, but he has been such a treat to the call. He's been just an amazing asset and inspiration to some of the older guys on the call. And keep in mind, guys, Jordan is only 14 years old, and we have guys on this call from 18 to 30. And Jordan has been a light in a dark place for a lot of men, a lot of young men who are searching and growing. And he has proved his weight in gold on this call night after night. So without further ado, I'm going to let Daryl introduce his grandson.
Yes, Jordan is the second of 5 grandsons. Jordan has always been a person that was always full of ideas and always thinking about, he's the type of person he's always thinking about thinking. So we're proud of him. We're proud of his accomplishments in school. He's a He's a good student, honest student. He's been taking some AP classes and doing well. And his mom and dad are proud of him, and so are we. So I'm interested in hearing what Jordan has to say tonight.
Well, that's awesome, man. And what a treat, man, to have for grandfather in this day and age, to have your grandfather introduce you, man. I mean, those things just we don't do that enough. And I'm just so excited that we're able to do that, and that you are able to do that today. It means a lot to us, because it kind of makes us think about, man, what if my grandfather was able to introduce me? That would be like super special, you know. So,
yeah.
So Jordan, I know you're blessed tonight, man. So we're gonna let you loose, man. Frank, do you got anything before we let this lion loose?
Yeah, exactly what to hear too, man. I can't wait to hear, man. I just want to say, man, I'm so proud of Jordan, man. He even texted me yesterday, man, to wish me a happy Father's Day, and I'm not his father, no relation at all. He wished me a happy Father's Day, and that right there was very, very touching, man. For a 14-year-old to even think like that, man, says a lot. Because a lot of these 14-year-olds, this and that, they out playing those games and whatever came, maybe they don't take time to really think constructively and do something positive, man. And that's why I said, man, this young man right here, we got to keep an eye on him. He's going somewhere, and he's connected with others, man. That's what it's all about, connecting yourself with other people, man, because the solution is always, your solution is always attached to others, man. If you're trying to do something by yourself, man, you're not doing too much. So it's take teamwork to make the dream work, and Jordan recognized that. So that's why he's on this broadcast every Monday night, man. If he's not on here, he will text me sometime and tell me he's not going to be able to make it tonight. He was over a friend's house the other week. He texted me. I thought that was so profound, man, and I appreciate that. Stuff like that you don't have to do. When you do the things you don't have to do in life, that's when you really, really move forward, man. So I ain't going to flow on the time, man. I just want to say, Jordan, I'm proud of you, man. I'm just like Lowe, man, your grandfather. I can't wait to hear what you got to say, man. I got my pencil, paper out, man, so I know you're never too old to be able to learn from someone young. So I'm looking to learn. I'm a student right now. I'm a student up under you right now. So all right, Lowe, back in your hand, my brother. Go, go, go.
Okay, Jordan. Hey, man, you know the routine. You've been here every Monday night. The show is yours. I'm going to say go, go, go. I'm going to release you, and then you just let us, experience, life from your foxhole. Let us see what life is like from your bedroom, from your mindset, from your perspective, and how you see it. And maybe we can draw some inspiration from it. So, guys, get your pen, your pencil, like Frank said. No one's too young, no one's too old to learn. God said he'll take the foolish things of the world like a child and confound the wise. So without further ado, Jordan, it's all you. Go, go, go.
Thank you, sir. First things first, Granddaddy, I thank you for the introduction. I love you. And
I love you too,
my name is Jordan Martell Williams. I am 14 years old, and today I'm going to be sharing some things, I guess, that you can do to put yourself in a position to be more successful. So the first thing I have is to have a goal or a plan. With anything in life, when you're trying to get started, you have to have a foundation. You can't build a house without a foundation. Once you set the foundation, you put the puzzle pieces together, and then you start figuring out what you're going to need to build on that foundation. So I want to be a biomedical engineer, so I know as a foundation I'm going to need to take engineering class, biology class. And then once you get higher on your foundation, then you really have to start fine-tuning things, because if you're trying to be successful, you have to go all the way. You can't keep it basic. You have to 100% know what you're doing. Second thing is put yourself in the right environment. The environment you put yourself in, it really affects how you grow up and your actions. I'm in a great environment. I have great parents, great grandparents, great uncles, great friends. I surround myself with people that I know that, are very positive people that I know will always be there for me if I need them. And, being in 8th grade, or now 9th grade, I know it's going to get worse as I get older, but, introduction to drugs and alcohol and, things like that. I made a commitment. I told my mom this and my dad this. I made a commitment to myself, my parents, and God that I wasn't going to try drinking alcohol or smoking cigarettes or marijuana, any of that stuff. I made a commitment to God. And, I hang out with people that I know that, don't do that stuff, because if I'm with that person because I think they're going to, I think that they're good people or whatever, just say they have marijuana on them, and you don't know it, and you guys get stopped by a cop. I might not have marijuana on me, but I'm still going to get in trouble, and that's a setback, and that leads to the next thing, adversity. You have to find out how to deal with adversity. Adversity, everyone faces adversity. I'm only 14, so I haven't really had any, large adversity moments, but I have had some knee injuries, I guess, that I've had surgery and rehab and stuff. So that's a setback for, sports and everything. But I do realize that sports is not the main path to take in life. That's my backup plan. And having a backup plan is good. So just say you have a house. We're going to go back to the house. You have the foundation, the concrete. If you put the concrete on loose sand, if you put the house on loose sand, the house isn't going to be nice and sturdy. The house doesn't have anything to fall on. So just say I want to be a biomedical engineer, and I'm trying, and I can't get into the college that I want to. Me knowing beforehand, taking other high school classes besides biology and engineering, something I can fall back on. So if you build a house on concrete, cement, the house is more sturdy and stable. That's something to back up on. And just like with the buildings that they're making now with the new technology, with the earthquake-proof buildings, they have a backup, for earthquakes so they can stay sturdy. And let's see. Doing something you enjoy. That's the next thing. I hear people, I've, heard adults and stuff, saying that, they don't like, they don't enjoy their job. That's why my mom currently moved sectors, or, because she wasn't, she needed growth. She needed to, she wanted to be happy with her job. So picking something you enjoy will keep you motivated to strive for more. So if you're working at McDonald's and you absolutely hate your job, you're going to start slacking off. You're not going to make sure they, put the 2 ketchup packets they asked for in the bag. You're just going to go there, get your paycheck, and go home, and you're not going to be happy. But if you work and work and work for what you want in life, and you're happy with it, you will strive for more. And I'm going to use an example. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, okay? Great basketball players, great pro basketball players. They've won multiple championships. They didn't settle for one. They don't stop training because they've won a championship. They don't stop, going to the gym every day. Those guys are great because they never stop. They never, ever stop. They keep pushing. They keep pushing. They keep pushing. Not only does that make them get better, it makes the people around them get better. And that also falls in the category of putting yourself in the right environment, too. Putting yourself around people that will feed off of energy from you, it helps. Also, me being on the calls, I used to do martial arts, and my instructor, every time we had a ceremony for someone getting a new belt, he had a candle. He had 1 candle that was lit and 3 candles that weren't lit. He said the candle represents knowledge. He picked up the candle, put it on the flame. So that means the second candle lit. He put it on the 3rd candle, the 4th candle. So all 4 candles were lit. He said this is knowledge. So right now, me being, in these calls and being around these, great mentors and, people that have experienced things in life, I'm the candle and you guys are, giving me the flame so I can use the flame and pass it on to other people. So that's also me putting myself in a good environment. My next thing that I have is staying focused on your goal. You will have the closest people will be the first people to tell you that you can't do this or you can't do that because, most of the time it's because, they don't want you to, reach your goal and see you succeed. And I said this last week, the only thing that is promised in life is the cemetery. So what that means, if you're going to let people get in your way and tell you can't do that and you can't do that and you back off, all you're doing is causing damage to yourself. You're putting yourself farther away from your goal and closer to reality as, the only thing promised in life is the cemetery. So blocking out the haters and, because it's going to feel great if you have people saying you can't do this and you can't do that and you stay on your grind and you hustle and you hustle and you hustle. And once you're on the top and they're looking up to you, not as in you disrespect them because you're making more money or them, not like that. But now that just gives you a chance for them to realize that working hard and striving can reach your goal. Just because you're on the top doesn't mean you stop. What you do from there is you get your candle and you transfer that knowledge. You help them.
Appreciate it, my man.
That's how it is. That's what we all need to do. We need to help each other, not just for black males, but just everyone, people in general. We all need to uplift each other, help each other, saying, I can't, you can't eat in here because you're a bum, or, instead of saying that, why don't you give that person a couple bucks, go get a haircut, go get nice, and, tell them to go get an interview for a job. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. At the end of the day, we're all people, no matter what race, no matter what skin color. So, yeah, I think that's all I have.
Awesome, man. That is awesome. And I didn't expect anything less. Again, you hit it out of the park. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of talk about, some things you shared. Just get some feedback from the audience, and then we will come back and we will recap. Me and Frank, what we think we took away from the call. But we want to open the call up to some of the younger guys and kind of see, what did they take away from the call, and then we'll talk to your grandfather and your family and see if they have some comments. And then we'll let you close it out with a closing comments in the end. So without further ado, if everybody just unmute yourself, if you have a comment, just hit, what is it, Frank, *6? Or just unmute?
Yeah, they should just unmute themselves. Because I didn't mute everybody out. I just had them to mute themselves.
Okay, so just hit the unmute button. We're going to open it up just to the callers on the call right now. First of all, let's go to your grandfather.
Hello?
Daryl.
Yes, I'm here.
Hold on 1 second. We're going to talk to his grandfather, and then we'll come back to open the call up. But or you want to make some comments in the end, sir? Which one would you rather do?
I can comment now.
Okay.
I would like to say that I am very, actually, I'm pleased and impressed. I know Jordan. He's a very intelligent young man, and he's very knowledgeable. But I never heard him speak with such consistency and for that length of time. He kind of pulled everything together, and I'm very, very impressed, and I will share that with his parents as well.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. And Jordan, you want to respond to your grandfather?
Yes, I do. that just, I guess, falls under putting yourself in the right, in the right environment, because I get that from my mom, Grandma BB, and you. So it's around me. So the only thing that I can do is just pick it up. So.
Wow.
I'd like to make a comment. Is the floor open? This is Gregory Johnson, Nehemiah's father.
Yes.
Jordan, hi. Jordan, well said and well done. I truly applaud you and your focus, your perspective is in line. But I want to add something, for everyone to think about when we're talking about goals. There are a few questions that one should always ask yourself. I mean, when we set a goal, and the foundation, of course, is always foundation of truth. Which the question, as it pertains to a goal, to obtain a goal, to reach a goal. Number one, it's the question to ask yourself, is it realistic? Number two, is it attainable? Number three, is it teachable? All right. Number four, is it measurable? When you can answer those four questions, the probability and being realistic that you will be able to meet or be on a path to be able to achieve that goal. But always expect in achieving a goal, there are always obstacles and there's always bumps in the road. Expect it. Expect a bump, expect a delay, and maintain the right perspective. These are qualities, and it's a discipline that one that's truly have a self-discipline, Jordan. That you would keep the main thing in proper perspective, and I've used this in my life and in the various companies that I've owned, and this is what I share with people in terms of understanding what of having the the proper tools in order to reach a realistic goal. And I just hope that that can shed some light into from a broader sense of understanding, reaching, and being realistic when we set goals.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it.
Okay, Nehemiah, talk to us. Nehemiah, what you took away from this call?
Here he is, sir. Well, what I took away from that was that when it comes to, success, which is, which was the topic, when it comes to success and achieving those goals, for the main part, what I got is, it's really to achieve, the success that you want. I guess you just have to, first of all, decide that you want to, and with the steps that, Jordan has said to achieve that, it's all about precision and making sure you can do those things in a manner that allows you to achieve success in a close to, or if you can, perfect way. And I feel like, those steps that Jordan said, can get you there. If you do those right, you'll be straight forever.
Jordan, you want to respond to that?
Yes, sir. Yes. So, I think looking at being precise with the choices you make is just all about, being smart and planning ahead, because you don't want to look, let me see if I can figure out a way to put this. When it comes to planning your goal, you want to look ahead. Make sure that when the time comes, you know what you're going to do and you know what you're going to do after that. Because if you're at a standstill, the rate you will acquire success and the rate that you'll, stay motivated will just slow down. So being precise and making sure you stay on top of what you want to do will help you reach success.
Wow.
Awesome, man. Awesome. All right. Who else we got on the call? Want some comments from some of
Hello?
the guys? Yes, go ahead.
My name is Mario. I'm 12 years old, and I'm my grandfather's grandson. And I like to say, I like what Jordan said when he said he's never gonna do drugs and staying away from people that do drugs.
Very good.
Awesome. That's awesome, Mario, and we appreciate you coming on the call, man. And that's a great takeaway. That's something that we don't even realize the magnitude of a young person grasping that now, with the effect that it can have on them if they don't grasp it. So for you to say that is a starting point and a seed that's planted very early, and it will be worth its weight in gold when you get older. So remember what you heard tonight. So thank you. Who else we got out there? Talk to us. Ron, you on there? Okay. Frank, you want to talk to us?
Sound like I heard somebody try to come in.
Does Mama speak?
Who is that?
Not speaking, guys. Please mute yourself out, because that background noise is awesome. It's very disturbing. I heard Neat a while ago. Dominique, you still on? Sir Nate. Yeah, I know I heard him a while ago. Do you have any females on, though?
This is yeah. This is Jordan's grandma, Grandma BB.
Hey.
I am the kids use the word stoked. I am so stoked out. And he'll probably laugh at me later on because I used it, but this is my first time hearing Jordan actually speaking. And I'm at awe. He's my heart. All of my grandboys, they're all my heart, but they are all separate. Each one are different, and each one stands in a different, I guess you said, light, and they know, and Jordan knows that he's very special to us. And there's a lot of us, my brothers and sisters, and we all cuddle around our children, and we raise our children together, all of us, and we've always done so. So Jordan's great aunts and uncles are like his aunts and uncles, are like his mom and dad, his grandpa and grandmother. They all give instructions, and they all have to listen. And we praise our children because I'm so proud of my grandchildren and my nieces and nephews, because it takes a village, and I can guarantee you my family is a village all by itself, and we raise each other's children to try to get them to go into the right direction. And someone said something earlier about on your path, you will have delays and bumps and bruises. That's true in everything you're doing. But you have to know when and how to get back on track. And when you get back on track, you have to work twice as hard to bring it to where it should have been when you got off track. I'm speaking for myself now. But Jordan, I am so, so, so proud of you. I just don't know what else to say other than I love you, darling. I am proud of you, and I know you will do well.
Thank you, Grandma Baby. I love you too.
Okay, baby.
All right, Jordan, you want to respond to her and to some of the things she said?
Say that again? Can you say that again, sir?
Oh, I said, do you want to respond to your grandmother?
Oh, sure, yes.
Yes.
When she mentioned how it takes a village and we all help raise each other's children to send us in the right direction, she was saying that I was thinking of, when I said, helping people, that need help, getting them back on the right path, even though it has nothing to do with family. It starts in the household. Well, you learn it in the household, and just like the Kindle, you spread the knowledge. So, it takes a village, to, let's see, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Let's see, to, I guess, create the world a better place. It's going to take everyone that's going to have to contribute and help each other, just like, it's more than just your parents raising you. It goes a lot, deeper than that, whether you realize it or not.
All right, appreciate that. Awesome. Janae, you out there?
I am.
Talk to us. You're the source of this young man.
Yes, I am indeed. Jordan, sweetheart.
So tell the callers who you are.
Oh, I'm Janae. I am Jordan's mother, and I'm so very proud of him. My heart right now is so filled, and I'm overjoyed. And Jordan is every element of everything that I know he is made of. I speak to Jordan often, and I tell him that he comes from greatness. So always keep that in mind, and let that contribute to the decisions that he makes and the things that he does and the path that he decides to go. I speak with him often, all the time, about goals, and you got to know where you'd rather be, or you're not going to get there. Like if you don't know what's going on or where you want to go, then how do you expect to get there? And I'm just so happy because a lot of the talks that we've had, and sometimes he just listens to me in passing, and his grandparents and his dad, it actually sinks in. He's actually listening and taking it in, and he's such a brilliant child. I have seen Jordan, I'm like my mom, like speechless, like almost not quite knowing what to say. He is a lot like me in a lot of ways. He's very headstrong. He's very determined. He will give his all when he has a goal that he wants to achieve. And I have seen him have injury after injury after injury. And this child gets right back up like nothing ever happened. He has broken both of his feet. He's broken the back of his heel part of the ankle. He's broken the tip of his toe. He had knee reconstructive surgery, and a year later, almost to the day, he messed up his other knee. Last month, he just had surgery on the opposite knee. And he has one more session of physical therapy, and he should be good to go. And this child doesn't skip a beat. He doesn't wallow in self-pity, and he has taken it like a champ. I don't know. I'm speechless. He made me so very, very, very proud. And sometimes my heart just melts because I see so much of me inside of him, and he doesn't even realize it. And I just tell him all the time how I just think he is so great, and to keep going and keep striving and never give up. And times that I have to drop him off at school, when he gets out, we'll give each other assist pounds, and I say, all right, go be awesome, because that's what he is. He's great. I think you did absolutely wonderful, Jordan. I may be all over the place and kind of sound spacey, but I'm like my mom. I'm so overwhelmed that it seems like I can't really get all my thoughts together where they come out coherent. But I love you so very much, Jordan, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Mom. Wow. I love you more.
Wow. All right, Jordan, talk to your mom. Tell what did you take away from what she was saying to you, and how do you want to respond?
When she was talking about how bouncing, back from injuries and stuff. I'm not going to tie this to sports and everything, but that's just in general. That just falls in the category as adversity. So adversity, my form of adversity at my age right now is my injuries. Other people is different, but if you sit back and let the adversity slow you down, and you start thinking to yourself, man, maybe I should just wait, and you say, well, we'll start tomorrow, and then it's no, we'll start tomorrow. You want to make sure you don't skip a beat and you get right back on it, because it's all about staying on track. A train can't reach its destination if the train's supposed to be in a city at 5 p.m. and just say the train breaks down, and just say the driver says, I'm going to wait 3 hours before I, fix the train engine. He's not going to make it to the city on time. But, if he's trying to be successful and get to where he is supposed to be on time, he's going to do whatever he can right away to get right back on that track to head to whatever city he needs to go. And that's the same thing with, being successful, doing what you need to do, no matter if you feel like it or not, to reach your goal.
Wow, man! I tell you, man, you're just knocking it out. Frankie's knocking it out the box tonight. Well, listen. We got time for a couple more callers, and we're gonna ask Frank to come on, share some feedback, and I'll give you my thoughts, and Jordan will let you close it out. So, are there any more callers on there that want to share an aha moment, what they learned, what they heard? Okay, go ahead, Frank. It's on you, sir.
Man, I don't really know where to start, man. This young man is so profound and so powerful, man, and he really got validated tonight with his family, man, and that speaks volume. Young people need to hear that more coming from their parents and their family members. They need to hear how proud they are of it. But he really got validated tonight. I'm sure the family heard some things tonight that they never heard before. They probably didn't know he know how to articulate like that, because, man, he's on his way somewhere. If he continues to stay firm and stay focused, man, because what they say, the man with the plans is the one with the power. And, man, just by listening to him talk, he definitely have a plan, man. If he continues to stay connected with us, there's no way other for him to go. So I can really see a big difference of Jordan since the time he started. Jordan, when he first came on, he was a good listener. He's still a good listener. And by him listening, he was learning. And, and he exemplified his learning tonight because we're seeing his growth. And what have you, man. He listen, learn, and grow. And you can just really hear that in him tonight, man. He was very powerful, man. He's very loyalty, too, man. He's very loyalty. Loyalty, when you stay, I want you to just continue to stay loyalty, Brother Jordan, because loyalty is hard to find, man, in people nowadays. And, loyalty is hard to find. Trust is easy to lose, and actions speak louder than words. So you continue to be loyal to man. When you say you're going to do something, you do it and stick to it and have stickability. When you start something, always finish it, and you'll be surprised how far in life that you'll go, man. I just can't say enough about you, man. I'm so proud of you, man. It's just unreal, man. When someone steps forward with solution, you step forward tonight with some solution, man. You really enlighten me on some things, man. When someone steps forward with solution, man, he or she catch the attentions of others, man. So you definitely caught the attention of men low tonight, man. Not only us, it's your parents as well, man, because you got some solution. If you continue to live firm and hold fast to those things that you said yourself, and don't let it just be a humble jumble, try to make other people think that I got it going on. If you really live by those principles that you talked on tonight, man, you'll go a long way in life, man. You'll be surprised. You as of right now, you so much further than a lot of young guys your age. And it take courage, Jordan, to do what you did tonight, man. There's a lot of older guys, man, that won't do what you did tonight in their 30s and their 40s and even in their 50s. I'll tell you right quick, man, I'm not a speaker. I can't do that. It take courage to step out. And you stepped out tonight, man. And so you're going to be a great leader in this world, man. I can see that, man. So you continue to stay connected with us and continue being obedient to your parents and everything, man. You'll be the one that everybody in your family be coming to for advice and stuff. And also they'll be coming to you for money because you're going to be you're going to have the money. You're going to be the wealthy one in the family because, anytime you're out here doing value, doing stuff to add value, whenever you add value, remember this, you don't remember nothing else. Money always follow value. When you add value, money follow value. So you continue to add value, man. Continue doing what you do because you continue to be mindful of every act in itself is either a successful act or it's a failure act. I'm going to say that again. Every act in itself is either a successful act or it's a failure act. And every act within itself, you're either being efficient or insufficient. Whenever you go through life, you're doing insufficient things, that leads to failure. Like people go through life doing insufficient things all their life, and then they get to the end of their life, wonder how did they wind up there because they never were efficient. They were always doing inefficient things. So continue to be you did some efficient thing tonight, man. So you were spot on. You were very effective, man. And so everybody was just in order tonight. Because I know I am, man. I'm so proud of you, man. I don't know what to do. I can ever be any service and help to you in any kind of way, man. You be sure to call me or call Lo, and I'm sure if within our ability to do it, it'll get done. Regardless of whether it's financial or whatever the case may be, we're here for you, man. So you continue to stay connected and continue to bring some of your peers along too, man. And let them listen to it because this is what this is all about. We got to build up our young people. They're going to take you guys to bring them. Because, next week, invite some of your young peers on the call. And so you definitely going to start working on your next speech. The next speech will be so much more powerful than this one because this is just the first one, man, and I can't believe how well you did, man. I can't believe because you already had been exemplifying that down through the weeks that you were very focused and you had a lot in you, man. You're very brilliant, man. No matter one reason, I would say probably the reason God didn't want you kept getting them injuries. He was trying to discourage you from playing football because he had some bigger and greater things for you to do, So don't get discouraged. You can't play no more football because God got something much, much better than you. He want to reserve you, man, so you can do great things in this world. So I'm not going to do all the talking, man. Like I say, man, I'm just so proud of you, man. I just can't really put it in words, man. All right, I love you, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. All right, Lo, back in your hand. Go, go, go.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, Frank. And Jordan, just to attest to you, man, that's coming from Frank. Frank don't give words out lightly. So when he talks like that, man, you really have touched him. You really have impressed him, and you've done what he expected that you could do. So what did you take away from what Frank said to you? How you want to respond?
When he mentioned that my injuries set me back from football and to not get discouraged because God has better things planned for me. And, I've thought to myself that before, like multiple times, I don't think I've really, it means a lot more coming from someone else. Just like, when, someone says you have potential, you hear it from that one person, it's like, yeah, thanks. But when you have like multiple people telling you the same thing, you finally realize, wow, like, I have something going. So
that's awesome.
And I just wanted to say, love you too, Uncle Frank, and I want to just thank you guys and everyone that's on the call, Grandma BB, Mom, my mom, Granddaddy, Big C, everyone that's on the call, everyone that's been here to support me and helping me, gain information and, learning and being able to apply it. Some of the stuff you guys talk about, I haven't experienced yet, but it's all about, passing down, passing the fire, passing the knowledge. So when I get to that point, I'm not going to be a deer in the headlights and, I can say, yeah, I remember Uncle Frank telling me about this. I know what to do and get right on it, get right around it so I can keep going.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, before I go, I'm gonna let my son. I got my son here with me, Jordan, and I'm gonna let him tell you what he took away.
Hello, my name's Connor Hodges. I'm 11 years old, and I learned that I learned how to bounce back. So I play sports, and if I get injured one day, I won't want to sit there and just shout about it. I want to learn how to bounce. I want to learn how to bounce back from.
Okay, you want to respond to him, Jordan?
Man, that was powerful, Lo. Wow.
Yeah, yes. I think, bouncing back, sports, anything is like, just say, building muscle. You go to the weight room, you lift weights. I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but, when you lift weights, when you build muscle, you have, microfibers that are being torn in your muscles. So when those microfibers heal, they heal stronger. That's why your muscles get bigger. So when your muscles get bigger, you get more knowledge. So you're able to use that knowledge and apply it to your goals that you are trying to get to. And bouncing back is just all part of facing adversity, staying motivated, being strong, and not letting the things outside affect your grind.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for that feedback. So in summary, man, you talked to us tonight about what can you do to be more successful. You talked about our goals, and you shared your goals, your personal goals, and the importance of a foundation, and how engineering and biology was part of the action items, and that you needed to achieve to reach your goal. You talked about being all in, 100%. I think you remember the conversation we used to have about when it called you 100. When you walk in the classroom, you have a 100. It's your 100 to lose. Everybody's on even playing field, and just to hear you talking about go all in, 100%. That was good to hear. It lets me know that you still remember, you're still listening. Put yourself in the right environment. Man, you can't hit on a better thing to be successful, because most people that are not successful, I guarantee you can draw a correlation that they was not in the right environment. Surround yourself around positivity. That's another one. I guarantee you someone who has had a setback can attribute that somewhere that they was around some negative people or some negative vibes. Make a commitment to God, man. You hit it first. Seek first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and everything you desire will be added unto you. You got your priorities in order. Your priorities are God, parents, and yourself. And you hit that right on the head. Trouble is a setback. Dealing with adversity and you gave us some great examples of how you experienced adversity at such a young age. A lot of people will argue and make the comment that, well, you're just 14, you haven't really been through anything yet, and I would argue that point all day long, just looking at the multitude of injuries you've had and how injuries can affect your mental capacity to believe again. But you have overcome those adversities by believing and surrounding yourself around your recovery team. You have a recovery system in place, and that's your family. First of all, God is your first part of that recovery team, and you got that in place, and then your family, and then this call, and then other people around you that believe in you. So it was easy for you. I'm not going to say it was easy, but it was a lot easier for you to go through your recovery process when you got a recovery system in place like you do. So never forget that you got a recovery system and who those people are. Pick your recovery team wisely. Make sure you never lose sight of the true order of your recovery system. Education, this was the biggest takeaway for me tonight. You said sports is a backup plan. I'm going to be quoting that for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Sports is a backup plan. I don't know how many of y'all caught that tonight, but man, it just hit me like a baseball bat. I was like, whoa! I wanted to start shouting and running around the community. But sports is a backup plan. How many athletes around the world would ever make that comment? You're the first person that I ever heard out of millions of athletes that make that comment. Sports is usually the primary plan. And then it usually don't work out, and then we fall back to a backup plan. But you got your order right. You got your prioritization right, and you emphasize how important education. You told us what was your primary at the beginning. You told us what you wanted to be and what you wanted to do, and you didn't say, I wanted to be an NFL player. You just said you wanted to be an engineer. What is it, a bio what?
Biomedical.
Yes, that you wanted to pursue that. So that's your primary plan. Your backup plan is sports. That's something that you'll do if you get an opportunity to do, but that's not your primary goal. So keep that order in life, and God, watch how God just do amazing things in your life. Build your life around something sturdy and have a backup plan. My God, build your life around something sturdy. That's your words. Something sturdy. God is sturdy. Family is sturdy. Good friends, positive friends is sturdy. The FORCEOF1 call is sturdy. So you've already started building your life around something that's sturdy, something you can stand on, something you can be encouraged by, something you can recover if you experience a setback. A lot of folk don't build themselves around anything sturdy, and when life hit them, they can't recover because they didn't have a recovery system in play. So keep building your life around sturdy things. Do something you enjoy. Man, wow. All of us need to take away that, because if you don't do something you enjoy, eventually you're going to get bored and you're going to get complacent, and you won't give it all you give. You'll half do it, and then you'll become unhappy. And it's this unhappiness that makes us complacent. Wow. And then you what you taught me tonight was that youth listens, youth observes, and youth simulate. So youth listens to the parents around them, to the people around them, to the environment around them. They observe the things around them, and then they simulate the good. They simulate what they believe that they can use to get them closer to that goal. Continue to do that. Great guys never stop. That's what makes them better. Great guys never stop. That's what makes them better, and make those around them better. So you're not just interested in making yourself better, but by you making yourself better, by default, you're making other people better because they're looking at you. So your parents and your grandparents, you've looked at them, you've observed them, you've simulated them, and they've made you better. That's awesome. Stay focused on your goals. Your focus will determine your feelings. Your focus will always determine how you feel. And if you feel some type of way about something, change your focus. And get back to the biochemistry, biomedical. If you get an injury, put your mind back on your focus, on your biomedical career. And then do what needs to be done to achieve the task that needs to be achieved in order for you to become the biomedical engineer. Their life is all about perspective. And the last profound thing you said was perspective at the top can help folks on the bottom believe again. Perspective at the top. So when you do reach the top and you become that biomedical engineer, you don't use that biomedical degree or that career to say, look at me, haters, ah, ha, ha. No, you look at your haters with humility, and they look at you at the top and say, man, that guy always said he was going to be a biomedical engineer. Look at it. Wow. Man, if he said it, all I have to do is start saying it. All I have to do is start speaking and then taking actions. And I can be that way, too. Instead of being a hater, I can be somebody else, but I got to speak it in existence because it's around me. All of this is around you, man, and you took advantage of it. So I am super stoked. This is Big C. I'm super stoked, man. You just did it, man. You knocked it out of the box. You told me you didn't need no rehearsal, that you felt confident in who you are. And I couldn't tell you, I was about to jump then. I offered you an opportunity to do a dry run. You said, what's a dry run? I said, a dry run is like a rehearsal. And you said, no, sir, I'm good. I feel confident in who I am to be able to speak tomorrow. And see, when you can do that, when you come into relationship with who you are, and you're still becoming. But by God, man, I think we all learned tonight who Jordan Williams is. Thank you for introducing yourself to us, brother. I'm proud. Back in your hands. You can close us out with some last words, and you can, and then we'll pray out tonight.
Thank you, Uncle Frank. I'm still
quite welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Big C.
You're welcome, Doc.
Thank you, Granddaddy. Thank you, Mom.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you, Grandma BB.
I love you too, baby.
Is Zero on? Is he on the call?
Zero, you on? I
didn't hear him. I didn't hear him on tonight.
No,
but I'm sure he's going to hit this replay. He'll reach out to you.
He will.
Okay. Well, thank you, Zero. And, thank you guys for being there. Like you said before, a foundation. Something to fall back on. So now I know if I'm ever in a situation or, I'm facing adversity, I can come to any one of you guys, and you guys would help me get out of the situation.
Absolutely.
I just appreciate it.
And that's your recovery system. This is your recovery team. And I want you to go and write a note tonight about this night. And you can also go on the replay. Frank, you want to give them the replay number? So I know his parents or grandparents probably want to share this. Let other family members hear it. Can you give them the replay that this call will be available where they can play it back?
Yes, sir. The replay number is 712.
Okay.
432.
Okay.
0379.
Okay.
And the
Thank
code
you, sir.
is 753 907 pound.
Okay.
That's
I got it.
75907 pound. And the reference number would be 306. Like you can call next week or something, listen to it, and then you put in there. As for the reference number, it would be 306.
Thank you, sir.
You're quite welcome. Thank you, man.
All right, Frank. Any last words, Frank?
That's it, man. Like I said, man, I'm just very proud of this young man, man. Just listen to him tonight. He won't be a leaner. He's not the kind of guy that's going to be leaning on other people, man. Because, God give all us strength of our own, and he really done tapped into here, and he definitely not a leaner. He continues to stay on the path that he's on, man. He definitely, said in all thy ways, know thyself, and he definitely know who he are. Just listen to him tonight. So I can't say it enough. I'm so proud of him, man. I don't know what to do, man. And so when the little guy go ask you, man, how are you so intelligent, tell him you hang around guys on the force of one.
Hey, you guys write this guy's name down, Jordan Williams. And I guarantee you, Google this guy's name in a couple of years, you're gonna be like, man, I knew that guy. I heard this guy speak, man. And folk ain't gonna believe you, but you keep telling them anyway, man. I'm telling you, I heard him speak. It was June the what is it, 18th today? It was June the 19th. And it was 2017, man. I'm telling you, and nobody ain't gonna believe you because he's gonna be so big, he's gonna be so large.
That's a fact. And we got a conference coming up in September, and I'm definitely gonna have Jordan be one of the speakers in the conference and all. And I'm sure after that right there, he probably get some more calls and everything. So I'm gonna be promoting you too, Jordan, because I goes around a lot to a lot of conferences and stuff. I'm definitely going to be promoting you, man. So just continue to learn and continue to read, man. Read self-help books and things. You know, read and continue reading your Bible. You know, Bible is the book, but read like self-help books and everything, man. And so now I'm gonna buy a book. I'm gonna give you a book as well. And so I'll be recommending books to you from time to time as well, man. So continue to read, man. That's very, very key. When you read, man, you're ahead of the game because you learn, you earn on what you learn on. I'm gonna say that again. You earn on what you learn on. When you learn certain stuff that you learn, and the more you learn, the more you earn, and that's so true. And so you continue to learn it, man, and you're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. All right, so I ain't gonna prolong the time, man. Tonight been fun spent, man. Once again, man, we're proud of you, man. Keep up the good work, man, and continue to learn and growing. And listening.
All right,
listening, because you're definitely a good listener, and that's the key, man. And continue being obedient to your parents, man. When they tell you to do something that you don't want to do it anyway, because they're not going to tell you anything wrong. I tell young people all the time, your parents will tell you a lot of things that you don't want to hear, but everything they tell you, you need to hear it. And if you adhere to what they say, you'll go a long way in life, because the disobedience we're not going to amount to much. Because as I say, you heard me talk about my son. He's incarcerated right now because he was very hard-headed. You know, so you take the average child that's very disobedient, their life is upside down, and they're very unhappy. The average child that's hard-headed, disobedient, and won't listen, they're very unhappy in life. All right, go.
All right, well, thank you, Frank and Jordan. Again, we thank you tonight, your family, Daryl, BB, and Janae. Thank you for sharing Jordan with us and allowing us to participate with you in his growth. We are honored to do that because he is committed, he's consistent, he's hungry, and it makes our job a lot more easier when they have a desire to grow and they have a desire to learn. I mean, we'll open the faucet up and pour all that's in us out in him. And so, but we couldn't do that without you setting those conditions. And I know sometimes when you're talking to Jordan and you're dealing with him in real life, you see the other side of him, but don't let that fool you because you're just too close to him to see what we were able to see, but we're glad you got a sneak peek out of that. And that's normal. That's not abnormal. Kids are just, they feel like they're getting commands and demands and this overprotection when it's around family. And they're more open in a different environment, and they're able to thrive. But we haven't said anything that you have never said before. Sometimes kids just have to hear it from another voice because it's less demanding in a sense. It's not like a command. It's more of it's more of advice. But Jordan, I hope you can learn from that the things that they say are the very things that we've said, and I challenge you going forward to embrace these things when they come from them, just like you would embrace it when it comes from us. They're not there to box you in. They're there to protect you and set conditions for you to be the great person that they know you could be. So that's my words of wisdom for you tonight. Hey, thanks for doing what you did tonight. Thanks for knocking out of the box. We're proud. I'm going to pray us out. Father, thank you for tonight. Thank you for all those families represented. Thank you for Jordan. Thank you for standing your spirit in him and showing us the man that he is, not only now, but the man he'll be in the future. Lord, we just pray for his family, that they continue to be surround him with that type of love and that type of support and that type of encouragement, so the world will know and the enemy will know that this young man has a recovery system. This young man has a recovery team, and the Satan cannot distract him or touch him from his focus on being who you called him to be. We ask these blessings and all blessings in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Go in peace.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Love you guys.
Good night.
Love you, God.